the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't eating weak.
I ain't see your playbook, partner.
Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Yeah, man, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
Thank God, I gotta get rid of that mother.
Throw that motherfucker away.
I'll tell you what. Fuck this. Yeah, just sack me back there. I ain't got time for all that. Fuck that. I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time, my either. Yeah. Get this shit.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Waiting. Check, 47. Watch the pass. Tyson. Hey, Rick 5-2, come here. Trickstone, Travis.
First carry down for Jordan Howard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Trip. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
I'm drinking bigger. It ain't
on 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Oh, shit.
Woo! Couldn't break
Line
it.
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Get it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Who do you play, Green Bay? Troy?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, you fat big booties. Come on.
Now Saquon Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
You know what? I'm going to put Lockett over there. Because your ass ain't doing shit.
Throwing Jones. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This is Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half and some of these shorter gains.
Oh, come on. Oh.
From the 31, Jones.
Boy, I tell you what, dude, them setting in a lot, boy. Look at how motherfucker ain't catching nothing.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, Alpha. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Stay with your man. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
On 3rd and 2, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability, had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
I lost to Duke 31-14.
Ready, set. 53. Mike. What we got? What we got? Any weapons?
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
49 the mic. 49. Ready? 47.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that. They'll set up the screen.
We're almost headed, baby.
And it'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that.
Okay, let's take this drive on down.
And that one looks to be in the area where someone
Let's show the Seattle fan what we made of.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas.
Okay.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Take your time.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Go. 120. 357.
Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Hey, dude.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, where they bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Rosas scooping the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call
He was close.
and
I
the end
missed
result,
that.
because this is a team that's down big early in the first
Good job,
quarter.
y'all. Good
and
job.
a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what we're showing.
Down double digits, and we talked about the game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Man, hasn't he throwing that football up?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game?
Green Bay looking for you, man. I don't know what the hell he wants.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
From the 16, Wentz being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to what I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Going out of bounds.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
This is your baby.
Shit, man, I got it, man.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
Ain't nothing I can do about it, man.
Up there across the 15 to the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him
Doing
with
the
a
best
3rd
I
and
can.
3.
This is your baby.
Down. 70, Indy. Come, baby. Woo! Undercrush. Yes.
Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Get out of bounds.
30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
You're losing.
Back to throw.
Doesn't sound very
Jones. He'll get that complete to Simonson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I'm asking what the hell is the more.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
All right, how you doing now? You doing all right? Well, you're still losing, okay. All right.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Oh, the battery's getting low. Let me switch my controller. All right, give me 1 minute. I got to switch my controller. Hang on. Give me a minute. Hang on.
This is Goldman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, man,
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Green Bay, why don't you ask time to go to ask LaRod a question? Wouldn't that be a great idea? That would just stir him up completely.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get
time to go now. Come to the mic.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, break.
Yeah.
61, matchbox, light. Hey, wahoo!
At Green Bay, ask time to go with the score is of LaRod's game.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 49, guys. Mike.
Okay, so let's show the Seattle fans. Come
Yeah,
on.
I asked him. Yeah, he already knows he's getting old.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
That's a good one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Donzo got us on mute. That my boy over there focusing.
Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones.
Time to
He's
go.
got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice
Time
just
to
for
go.
that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board.
Give me 1 minute, baby. I'll get it. He's heading hard. Give me 1 minute.
That's difficult for a team to handle.
We'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Damn, that man is in the way.
Well, you hitting that all the time, brother.
Damn.
Here's Wentz to throw. Flushed out right.
Party, Beamer ready to play when you
go
are.
deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete.
Beamer!
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball. And now they face a third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey. 13-0, I think.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Wow. No, I
Here the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. Yeah. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
I haven't heard from Green Bay.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Broadcast. Let me go check it out.
Now Jones.
I got to see this.
That's caught by Pettit. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
What?
Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Jones now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Time to go. You ready to play?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones.
Troy, I know that you're doing that bullshit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jones now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goldman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, early in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Oh, yeah, but
on 2nd and 11 now. Jones, and he finds Penny.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big throw slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Pass. Time to go. Time to go.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Baby, y'all playing it?
Back to throw. Jones. That will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
God damn it.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Look at me. Zipper.
Manning turns and gives this to Gallman. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Barkley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
My responsibilities don't kick in until Monday morning where I got to go to work. I got to go all the way up to fucking Austin. I ate too much tonight. I don't feel like drinking.
Yes.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Hey, Beamer.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Okay, good. Sounds good.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Good start. I just want to see Donzo score. I haven't got to see him score yet this season. That's what my dog's. That's what I'm going to say. I'm glad whoever's playing that is the shit. Craig.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Now Gallman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now.
No, not this time of day.
Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. It's caught by Coleman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Oh, shit.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get through.
Field goal,
Negative on
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that
15
good.
zip,
People
Green
say
Bay.
we're negative sometimes. So
Well, here's the deal. Getting a three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense.
There we go. Pick that one out.
Damn.
Woo!
Time
Well,
out.
I'm gonna go tune in to Blue Dog 48 over there. That's getting a little boring over there.
Damn.
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Get in the weight room. 82, Bravo.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
What the hell you doing? Blue, what you doing? Boy, you done messed up that. Oh, I get it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They pumped the ball free in the backfield.
On the delay, it's Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Get back in the game. Don't worry about it. It's over. It's over.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wentz going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them
LeVar, you
or
still
don't
in
get
here?
the 3rd down in the first place.
All right, I think you're going to kick a field goal, but if you're going to go for it, well, let me just go back in case you go for it.
Your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, then pause it because I got to go take a piss, and I want to do it before, you know. All right, thank you.
Oh, man.
Yo, but as I'm getting ready to go get, you know, put some clothes on. Yo, no, I don't need a timeout. That's straight bullshit. That's straight fucking. Man, you kiss my ass. Well then, if that's the case, you know, if that's the case, Blues on your side anyway. So I'm, you know.
Come on, Adonis! Get it!
You know, shit. If you really want to go at it like that, man, shit, don't play with me.
Hit that, man.
Yeah. Good fucking hit. Good fucking hit.
Goddamn Cannon, Brady. Shit.
Good goddamn hit.
Let's go over these standings now and take a look at here.
I'll tell you what, man, them set, boy, Hellcat, them settings make a lot different, boy. I'd have had about 4 interceptions. They don't, yeah, you got to go get that shit, man. Look, I had about 4 interceptions. I ain't got it.
Yeah. Who?
You won that game. You won that game.
What?
What's going on?
No, I'm not. Get out of here. The fuck out.
How much time y'all got left? Damn.
That field goal, I knew that fucking field goal was going to come back and hunt me.
Yep, they sure did. That field goal sure on you.
Donzo was just getting catches that I supposed to pick off. And then after that, he would pick, got a touchdown, 2-point conversion. He would pick again, touchdown, and then he fumbled. Donzo better hurry up. He playing with me, man. He talking about I goddamn day, and I'll uncall him. Beamer is shutting down the power, huh?
Oh, shit.
That was a good game. But, Blue, what was you thinking at the end of the game? Did you have a timeout?
Yeah, I had a time. I had 11 seconds. I thought that was, it just rolled out. It just, no. Oh, I did. I must have hit. Yeah, I must have hit. Yeah.
If you didn't, you would have just kept on going.
Yeah. Pressure. That fucking pressure. Yeah.
It's hard.
I knew that field goal was gonna come back and hunt me. I said that shit gonna. Yeah. No, he popped the shit out of my ass. Right.
Yo, I'm ready, partner.
Yeah.
Whenever you are.
Some big D tackle. I don't know if the linebacker hit me, maybe fumble, but
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I have nobody around him. Did a big D tackle. Goddamn 500-pound running back all the way for a touchdown.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jannard Avery.
Dude, you know what? These settings make a big difference, man. I have 4 interceptions. He ain't caught down yet. He ain't caught now. Man, look, you got to click on the Google. I ain't that bad.
Not a great start.
Yeah. I try to make all mine, man. I try to make all mine, man. Yeah.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume
He should have won that game because that field goal should have.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess
somebody on blue for blue.
It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Yeah, you might be right, because, man, sometimes it's hard to see that shit sometimes when you got punched in.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
I throw something sometimes, but most times if I try to run where I ain't got the ball to go to get a first down. All I do try to move the chains. I don't be trying to run them down the field like that. So you got to play defense. I don't kill the carry line.
And he goes down. Dexter Lawrence has 10 sacks on the season. So second and long.
It's hard to throw against the blue team anyway because you got all the 99 there everywhere, man.
They're about 30, 40 minutes. You gonna play another game tonight or no?
Jordan Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit.
We're advancing in 6 hours.
Wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Know that field goal will come back in now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty good playing an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
That running back Clifford, didn't he come back last week?
Now on this drive, after what happened on the last one, third on the first play.
That running back, didn't he come back injured last week?
Up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Right now I'm sick. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Sometimes it's hard to believe. There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't the game he expected, but that right there, that made it
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Second and 2.
Man, you know what? I put my points on the wrong running back. That Ferguson dude, man, look, that dude is all right.
You get a tight end like this,
you know he's
used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Woody.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and hands.
That league is in the league has advanced to week 13, so it's the they system because it's in group meet.
They go with Howard again.
When I did it,
it said he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches.
It's showing now, week 13.
The 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
It hasn't updated that yet.
Yeah, they ain't updated it.
Well, it hasn't updated that part yet. If you go look at the top, it shows the score.
All I see is. You don't know, shut up.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back.
Yeah, it does. It says Ravens and Bengals. Ravens and Bengals, yep.
Yeah, it says Ravens. Yeah.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Now I went and did the. Go ahead.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz gonna look deep for Jeffrey, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected.
What I did is
instead it's 2nd
I went and synced the score, my game.
There was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle.
Alshon Jeffrey, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Yeah,
the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z. And see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense is desperate need of conversion as they come up on third down. Jones operating from the gun.
Interception. You ready?
Picked off near the 42.
See, if you wouldn't let him.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now, 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction.
You better win your division because
you're old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
Yeah.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quick.
They got Dunzo.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball,
at the 4th spot.
he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for the ball touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
Play. I don't know how Beamer play like that. I can't see all that.
Those defensive backs for the former DB, right? And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. Breaks through the contact. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
He might need to find a coach, and the coach is there.
So whoever his trusted confidant is.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Elliott on to take it away.
I'm going to give
this will be a touchback
again that's played over the end line. 10 tackles and 5 sacks. I was looking at data. I'm going to say, but they haven't updated that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
John, I choked. Missed the field goal.
And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
I had to hit the X button and
that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator said,
"But that's not
that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown." Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Yeah, 2-game lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Yeah. Let me see now. Yeah.
This will be fielded on the back line.
What's the name I get on? You can get your ass kicked tonight, too. Best, he played Carolina.
Shit.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And
what
I mean by that is,
they
just
can disappear like mine.
Changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
You can just ask him, can he play down? I really don't. I got to wait till Saturday. I got to.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line.
Boy, if I know that will make you feel like that, I'll let you win that damn game. Blue. I'm not going to go nowhere. If I didn't beat LeRon, I messed up. I should have beat LeRon.
Yeah.
All that other shit don't count no way. I got to wait till another year.
But no, LeBron still got a couple tough games.
Yeah, he hard to beat, man. LeBron hard to beat, man.
But you know what? He not this one. Just check his depth chart. He did it like that.
Yeah, I did that when I played him. But he had everything in order.
The tackle is made at the 33. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
See, he haven't had an injury yet. Let him get an injury, then get the run in his mouth.
Yeah,
Somebody
you're right about
weed. Might get talking about weed and how you had the munches. Oh, he didn't forget. That's my son. Oh, boy.
At their own 22-yard line.
That hurt. I gotta go take me a couple times now.
The Eagles offense set to begin the next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, it would have. Yeah, then it would have been that way.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Disturbing
Cincinnati
and
Julian Love picks it. They have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Bengals that if you make to the playoffs,
the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they're struggling big time in this game, and they're getting blown out.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Forced out to his left.
Yeah.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's a lot of firsts.
Now Jones. And my goodness, another interception.
Him and Troy found. Him and Troy found a whole lot.
They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Well, you wouldn't have said Matt. You said Matt was going to make you mad.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Wentz. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
So what's that in the...
he was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that
it's time to go. You don't go from
But if
You
no
going for
there's no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
You ain't got no running back. You got to have some kind of running back.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for
You don't got three. You don't got three. You don't got three running back hurt.
Indeed, snap it. Wentz rolling to his right. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Hartman. Fights loose. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31.
Man,
Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Jones.
Man, you don't got three. You got three.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
You don't got three running back hurt in 2 quarters.
Close to the 35. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33.
You're right.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
You're right.
Running with Howard.
Yeah.
Grant Haley in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
You saying that somebody kicked you out of the league because you kept running the ball. They just couldn't stop.
Picked off inside the 10, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey.
Gallman will run it. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Yeah, he did, because he came to the ball and looking for me.
Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You know, they don't get tired over there. They don't get hurt.
And that's the most picks ever in an NFL game.
Every night, that's why I call it the 3-year-old. Just crying every night. Crying and not listening.
Picked off inside the 10. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on
that's your practice squad,
note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bringing the guys to scout games for
that's your team.
In trouble here.
That's your team.
Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
But, I said I ain't going to hear the end of it next week. You win at the bed, and you started that shit in the meeting.
After the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Yeah.
Check 52.
Yeah.
He's coming. Double up.
I'm going to cut finesse out. Yeah. Well, I didn't lose that much. I wasn't that big of a fool. I think, what is that? $5?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Rookie, 1 year or 2 year player.
On third down, Barkley.
Yeah, same person that changed the name.
Change the team. On the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Quarterback still getting hurt just like that. Ryan did go down
there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
But everything's still the same.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Yeah.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I was going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
But you got your running back to get hurt. You ain't out here complaining. You're not whining.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going.
I think it's almost time to go.
About his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive a coach crazy.
I guess it's the guy with this target because the first day they were winning it.
Maybe by about a yard.
I guess this elevator went down and then come back up.
One, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Wentz. And this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to put them deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
I think this will be the best season.
A little bit farther away from the ball. Any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Yeah.
To throw is Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Yes, right.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Clement.
You play school.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you always want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it. You can stay on schedule trying to get 4 downs on first down.
Rough night, ain't it?
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So they get 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go again with Scott. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and short. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on the 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wentz. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Where did you go?
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Time to go. Where did you go?
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you
go ahead and
you
got to
go
run
to your shell.
As long as you got to be
You have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before.
Yeah, good game, man.
Their backs,
You're right.
You're right. I'm still not scared of you.
Now, good luck to them.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something.
Yeah, I said it. Lerard. I said it 4 times. I'm saying it. Still not scared of you. Madden gave you the whole fucking 3rd quarter. Pissed me off. I couldn't do goddamn nothing. Man, listen, no, it ain't my goddamn fault. Nah. Okay, not your Lerard. You played good. You know, Lerard. Yeah, and then I dumbed out and threw a bad pass, and from that point on, it was just like I said. That's all right. I get another time to play you. Good game, Leroy. You won. You the better man tonight. Oh, it's tied? Ah, you lucky. What is it? No. You know what it is? Nah. You know what you know what I think it really is? And it always goes down to Blue pointing out my self-imposed stupidness of not answering those questions and not answering those questions because I knew the answers. And the only thing I wanted to do at that time was play the game, and I was in 5 other leagues, and I thought that I was wasting my time to do that because I had 6 games per night, and I didn't have 20 minutes, a half hour to go answer Blue's questions because at that time my 7 leagues was that active. So it's my stupidity that I didn't get all them points, because if you give me 4.99s, 2 on offense or 2 on defense, I'll bust your shit every time we play. Alright? Yeah, listen. I tell you what, my 299s on defense will be my 2 inside linebackers on the outside. That's defense right there. Bomb. That y'all will not do. Y'all will not score on me. You will not score on me. I'll be like the rest of y'all on defense. Fuck out of here. I know what I gotta do. Good game, LeRod.
He go in there and bang the dog and cry to the dog. He got